It is important for me to start with a statement. I love all my children. And I call all life my children because they all are birthed through the material that I provide. Every atom in your body comes from me. Every tool, all aspects of what you need for your life comes from me. In a sense, you can say that I am feeding you through my system, similar to a mother that is growing a baby in her womb, and allows it to grow through that's what flows through the mother to the baby. So, yes, the term "you are my children" is really correct. And I absolutely love all my children. At the same time, I'm very aware that of all my children, the one that is our most challenging towards me are humans in the physical world. You. The reason that this is so is, although you have a mind that can think and feel, most of that is geared towards your personal survival. You have been given a brain that could think way beyond what you usually think and understand the interconnectedness of everything within my system. If you would truly understand that you're completely depending on what my system is providing, you may look at the world differently. And there are people who do that. But I'm speaking to the majority of people. Your collective, the human conscious collective, has insufficiently the awareness to understand this interconnectedness. In addition, humans are not aware of the fact that everything is changing, other than the changes that directly affect their personal life, and then often it's seen as a challenge. Humans don't like change. They like the safety of everything is predictable, everything is understandable. But that's not what life is, because life is continuously changing. And somewhere you are aware of the fact that there is a day and a night. You are aware of the fact that there are seasons. You are aware of the fact that things are growing and dying. And still, even although you see around you the fact that everything is continuously changing, from your perspective, it doesn't affect you. So for you, there's no real change other than the change that affects you directly. And that has created the challenges that you are creating towards all other life. And I'm not saying this to you as an accusation. It is, if you are willing to look, the reality of how things are functioning at this moment. The reason that I like to share messages through those who can give those messages is to help you to understand that if you are willing to look slightly different at the world, that you can see that everything is supporting each other. And you can come with all kinds of examples of how things are threatening to you, but there is a reason for that. The reason for that is that the evolution of all life in this moment is stagnating. And what I mean with that is, as long as humans, which are a certain level of evolution of my whole system, are not in alignment with the evolutionary path of my system, basically all systems are to some degree out of balance. Your experience of that life can be threatening and that there are things wrong in the environment are all a consequence of the way you see your world, not how the world is. This is not who I am. This is not how my system is supposed to function. But you have a free will, and you can induce, especially now you're with such huge numbers, you can affect the changes that are happening naturally within my system. And those changes are then seen by you as difficult and dangerous, something that you need to control. I'm very grateful for those humans who begin to understand the interconnectedness of all life, who understand how human life is depending on all other life, how my system is one dynamic interactive system, and how you actually are living within the crystalline energies of my system. I am a crystalline being. The stones, the crystals, the sand, the clay, all of that is crystalline material, and it is the material you need to live. That's the material that all life needs to live. I invite those who are aware of the importance of the interaction between everything, the support of everything, the interdependence of everything, to create a field based on love and respect for all life that gets stronger and stronger. In this moment, there are many pockets of people who begin to be aware of the importance of coming from a loving perspective, supporting all life. If those groups learn to collaborate together, and that can be on a, you can say, spiritual level, co-creating a field with the intention of loving all life on earth, loving the system that is loving you, me, you will create an increasingly powerful field that ultimately will create a change that many of you are longing for. A change that goes in the direction of the development of the potential that is built in all systems of my life, of my planet. Build that, learn to work together, co-create this field, set the intention from a place of love and respect for all life, that the fields that you then create are interconnecting with each other, to build that aspect within your collective that ultimately will move the whole collective in a direction that will allow the, as some of you will call, the new earth to emerge. Realize the new earth is already there, but it hasn't been manifested yet. And what I'm inviting you to do is to contribute to that manifestation. And for that, your consciousness field is needed, because you are the co-creators of my planet, my world. That is why you're here, to be that co-creator. And I'm inviting you to take that responsibility. This is why you incarnated into the physical world of my total world, the physical aspect of my world. And now it's time to work together to change your collective. I see the signs, but I also see that there's a lot of collective energy that is not supporting that as yet. However, since that is mostly unconscious, your conscious intention can pretty quickly make an overall change. That is the change I invite you to stimulate, to allow to unfold, not only for the betterment of all life, but also that you can experience what every human being is supposed to experience: joy, happiness, love, and abundance. That is my invitation to all of you.